Hello?
What's up, Wayne? How are you?
I'm good, brother. What's going on?
Nothing much. Just making it, man. What are you doing?
That's all you can do, man. One day at a time. Just
Oh, yeah.
relaxing, man.
All right, yeah, man. It was nice to meet you, man. A couple of times that we met in Merced and in Oakland, dude.
Yes, definitely.
I was tripping out, man. You were super busy at the kickoff party, man.
Man, but like I say, the moments you can't redo that no kind of way, brother. It's just moments in time. Either you're there or you're not. The videos and pictures really don't do it justice. It's about that feeling, and you saw that in the room.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, it was cool, man, watching you work. Man, that was and you're all over the place now, man. That TV spot you had, that was really cool.
Like I said, that's just the rewards of the dedication, man. Over 28 years, man. I couldn't even dream that stuff up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it comes at you, and it's like somebody's taking notice. So all I do is just walk through the doors that opens up.
Nice. So, hey, before we get started, can I get you to do some radio IDs for me?
Sure.
All right, cool. Everybody wants you on the podcast, but I mean, it's like I can get you on the podcast this way for sure.
All right. What's up, Raider Nation? This is the Violator, and you're watching the Raider Homer channel.
Thanks, man. All right, hello, Raider Nation. Welcome back to Monday Nights Live. I'm Raider Homer, and I want to remind you how Monday Nights Live works. It's structured like a football game. Instead of 4 quarters, we have 4 callers. We'll break for the halftime show after the second caller. During the halftime show, we'll hear from Raider musicians and the viewers. And this week, we'll hear music from Big Mac and Mike D. Chill. Kicking off tonight's show is Raider Jester of the original Los Angeles Raiders Booster Club. This is his first appearance on the channel, so I'm excited to bring him on and share his story with you. All right, our second caller is Heidi Stabbert of the Only Nation podcast, and she is subbing for Cynthia, i.e. Raider Nation Wrecking Crew. I'm looking forward to having Cynthia on next week's show. She was going to make an appearance tonight, but she had to work. So thank you, Heidi, for coming in and getting ready to kick some ass. All right, now after the second caller is the Phone Blitz / Raider Nation halftime show, like I just said. Like I just said, we're going to be hearing Mike D during that halftime show. And our third caller kicking off the second half of the show is Mike D. Chill himself. He's returning to the channel, and it's been a while since I've talked to him. So I'm looking forward to see what he's been up to and see what he's going to be up to here in the near future. All right, now, in the fourth quarter, closing out the show, is Rock Raider of the Arizona Raider Nation. You know, this dude is very passionate about the Raiders, man, and every time, I talk to him, and it's only been a few times, but every time I talk to him, man, he impresses me, and so I'm excited to bring him on for the first time. All right, and as I said earlier, providing backup for tonight's show is Heidi Stabbert of the Ladies of Darkness and the Only Nation podcast. I have about 3 subs so far as Heidi Stabbert, Amy Zagalo, and Captain Jack. So, man, I very much appreciate you guys for stepping in on short notice during these shows. All right, so don't forget to listen to the Only Nation podcast with me and Kevlar Prom Dress, a.k.a. Heidi Stabbert. And you can find the Only Nation podcast on all of your favorite podcasts / music apps. All right, don't forget to check out Take Aim with Zags, hosted by Amy Zagalo. She came on last week, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about her appearance from, listeners and viewers. So make sure y'all heading over there to her YouTube channel and subscribing to her YouTube channel and checking out her podcast. All right. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to the Raider Homer channel on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and especially right here on YouTube, so you don't miss these live interviews. All right, Blitzers, get your calls in by 8 o'clock, CST. If you want to be heard, get them in. We got a list today. We got some callers today. So the halftime show, so any of the guests that might be coming on a little later, or to the guests that are coming on later, might be a little late getting to you. All right. Okay, so that's for the Blitzers. Get your calls in. But hey, or you can leave your shout outs in the live chat, and I'll read those in between callers. All right, let me know if you would like to order the Raider Homer Shield Patch for $10 with the magnet and a card, or you can get the patch, 3 magnets, and a couple of stickers and cards for $20. Message me on any of my social media accounts, and I'll get your order squared away. All right, in this week's mailbag, I got Big Mac's album. All right, it just came out, guys, so make sure you hit him up on Facebook, and you buy one, man. It's a good album. I listened to it all the way through, and I enjoyed it. All right, I also got La Chula's patch. Hit her up on Facebook. This is a great looking patch. Hit her up on Facebook, and she'll get you squared away. I think it's going to look great, on my daughter's jersey. So that's exciting. Also, Adam Mayo's second annual Raider Nation Challenge coin. All right, the purpose is to strengthen the camaraderie between all Raider Nation worldwide. Hit up Adam Mayo on Facebook, and he'll get you squared away. Be sure to hit up everybody you can, right? You've all seen my collection of patches and Raider Nation collectibles, right? Show you support Raider Nation. People out there working their tails off to elevate the game day experience, so show them you appreciate them. All right, so with all that being said, let's get to tonight's callers. All right, Raider Nation, here we are. Raider Jester on the line. How you doing, brother?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Just trying to work, survive this quarantine, this epidemic or pandemic that we're facing, But I'm doing good. My daughter, she's making it. She hasn't gone crazy. She hasn't driven me crazy or her grandfather crazy yet. So we're doing good. And you?
That's right. And I mean, I'm just staying in high spirits. I just want to, thank everybody for trying to stay in high spirits and stay positive out there during these times. It's a lot of rough times going on right now, as far as economy wise, money wise, just everything in general. You know what I mean? So it gets rough out there.
Oh yeah, and we'll get a little bit more into what's going on and how that's affecting your life right now, here in a little while. All right. So the first time that I ever ran into you was at the Raider Nation Explosion, man. You were busy though, but you got one of those wine bottles, right?
Yeah, most definitely got one of those one. I still got it to this day. I mean, I haven't popped it open or nothing. Still just posted it. You know what I mean? Appreciate the mob boss for that one.
Yeah, man. I know I have some of you there on footage. I have some footage of you there. Hopefully, I think I have some of you walking the stage. I think I recorded most of everybody walking the stage, getting that bottle of wine, dude. But like I was saying,
Yeah.
you were busy, so we didn't get to talk too much at that event. But we did get to talk a little bit at the Black Hole Kickoff Party Week 1, 2019, man. That's where we got a picture, dude. That was one hell of a party, huh?
Yeah. No, I mean, ever since the explosion, I mean, I first seen you, and I just thought, I just like when I first seen you in the Homer thing, I was like, that's awesome. And I'm like, you know what? I got to meet up with him, got to catch up with him. So then that's when I seen you at the Black Hole, party, and I was like, what's up? And I mean, we got to chop it up a little bit more, and we still got a lot to go, but I think we started off on right foot.
Yeah, man. Likewise, man. I'm excited to bring you on the channel. I was just telling the viewers that. But like you said, we just chopped it up a little bit, man. But I haven't had the chance to learn, how you became a Raider fan. Since this is your first time on the channel, man, let's learn, how you became a Raider fan.
All right. Man, it's a little crazy. I mean, it started off when probably like 81, 82 when they're in LA at the Coliseum. You know what? I don't even remember who they were playing. I don't remember, who even took me, to be honest with you. I was probably like about 4 or 5 years old, probably. And all I remember is silver and black. That's all I remember at the time. And to me, those colors just attracted me off the back. So then when, years go down the line, as I'm getting a little older, I'm starting to, see more about football, more about teams, more about, okay, that's what it was, the Raiders. That's what it was, the Raiders. So, then that's when I consider myself an actual fan when I was probably, I want to say maybe 10, 11 years old. Is when like, it actually like, I'm a fan. I like them, and it was just off the hook, and then to this day, my ultimate player of all time, which is probably a lot of people's players wishing that he would have never got hurt, was Bo Jackson.
Almost every fan, everybody that comes on the channel almost is a big Bo Jackson fan, dude.
Man, I just wish he wouldn't have got hurt. At times, I go through YouTube and I go through other times, of certain people's plays, and just just one play just keeps sticking out to me. And I did see it, but and it just keeps replaying to me. It just shows me the talent that Bo Jackson had. Was December 3rd, 1990, when they played against the Broncos. You know what I mean? And
he ran over in the middle. And
yeah, when he ran, he just had the skill, just maneuvering, the strength, the speed. He just had it all. That just showed everything right then and there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, that dude was awesome.
Yeah, that dude could get his shoulder pads low, run through tacklers, man, break arm tackles. He had great balance, so he would be able to overcome a lot of those leg tackles and things. I remember that play you're talking about. It's when they were in Denver, I think.
Yes, they were.
Yeah,
they
and
were
they were at about the 40, so it was like a 60-yard touchdown or something like that. He broke through the middle of the field, broke through the defensive backs, and they started falling over. I mean, dude, yeah. I have a lot of Bo Jackson footage. I have another channel on YouTube that I do that's Bo Jackson, BoJack fan, BoJack ATX 1980. Oh no, God damn, am I gonna get this right or what? BoJack fan ATX 1980. That's my first YouTube channel, dude, and I was dedicated it to Bo Jackson, dude, because I was a huge Bo Jackson fan when I was about 10 years old. But I came in like at the end of his career, so I didn't get to see him play a whole lot. So I always had this like, what if he didn't get injured? And I always had this disappointment, this bad feeling that I never got to really see him play a whole lot, And so I went and I found a bunch of old games, and I made that channel, dude. And then, man, he was a great runner.
Yeah, no, he's awesome to this day. I just like, man, there's all kinds of great players out there as far as Raider players and everything, but that was just one that really stuck out to me.
Yeah.
He was just a beast, quick, and just all around awesome.
So when did you decide to become a super fan, and what would you like to do with your platform as a super fan?
All right, well, I'm going on about 3 years dressing up. Getting involved with all this. My first year, basically what I was doing, just like, painting my face, going to games, painting my face. So I wasn't getting no recognition out there, nothing like that. And then from there, after that first year, I'm like, I need to do something different. I need to do something where I'm gonna be recognized. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna do what I gotta do so I can go forth with what I want. So so actually, I'm going on 2 years being dressed up as Raider Jester. Um, and it just opened a lot of doors for me. And you know what, I for some people that don't know that I do work in the drug and alcohol counseling field. I'm a counselor. And you know my one thing I want to do is I want to go on opioid addiction. That I want to get more involved with that, or as well as helping the unfortunate kids, the kids that have, not so much out there. Those are two of my things I want to get more involved in. So I'm hoping this year, I'm going to start getting more involved with that stuff. Because to me, those are two things that really hit home for me. That throughout my whole life, I've always been involved in the drug scene, through my family, through friends, deep in the game, and for the unfortunate kids, a lot of times when I grew up, we didn't have everything, so those are two things that like really hit home for me, where I want to start helping out. I want to start giving back. And to me, that's what it's all about. Giving back, showing love, showing the unity that, the Raiders have together as far as doing things.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that reminds me, what you're saying reminds me of that little commercial I made for Wayne. It's called Layers, right? So he was talking about, on the outside, he was physically, intimidating, the paint, the loudness, and you have that outer intimidating appearance with the Jester mask. But on the inside, he was about representing the Raider Nation the right way and doing, he always, like, he was bringing the kids every November to that game in Oakland. So, I mean, having those layers, having that intimidating look, that way the other fans come in and they see that intimidating look, but then being able to show them that there's a deeper part as far as our commitment to charity. So that's cool, dude, that you want to be involved with, helping children. And yeah, the opioid epidemic, dude, is a big thing, man. Me and Iron Man, dude, we're working with Peter Tuiasosopo for Nasili's fight, dude. And yeah, dude, anytime you want to, get some backup with that, dude, let me know. And I know you talked to Iron Man too a little bit about it, right?
Yeah, I talked to Iron Man recently about it, and he was telling me a little bit about it, and I do want to get more involved with that, so I will be reaching out to you on a different level as well as Iron Man. I just want to give back.
Hey,
I've been, I've been this past year, I've known, give or take, close to about 15 people that's died just of opiate addiction.
Yeah, it's a serious epidemic, dude. It really is.
Yeah. And it just ain't cool. You know what I mean? So we need to bring more awareness out there. People just ain't realizing that it's just the smallest amount. You could just take you out.
Oh yeah, and and it happens quickly, and it's deadly. So yeah, anytime, brother, we'll get together and we'll work on it. Now, you're also a member of the original Los Angeles Raider Booster Club, right?
Yes.
So tell the Raider Nation what your booster club is all about.
You know what? I wasn't, when I first got involved with it, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect, because before I got into the booster club, all I was doing is just, going to Raider events, going to games, just hanging out, but I don't know. I reached out to a couple booster clubs out there, just to see what they're about. And Olarb got at me, and Olarb was like, "What's up? Come check us out." So I'm like, "All right." We went down there, and hands down, it was awesome. They embraced me with open arms, and that it was all family, it was all love, and I was like, wow. I was thinking, I just had a different perspective, like what it would be like, but it was nothing like I thought. So it was better than what it was expected. So I was like, man. So then the president of the club, Frazier, he started reaching out to me, started, giving me a rundown about everything that they do, and I was like, all right, cool. They're big on domestic violence walks, adopting a family, helping the animal shelters. This past year we donated a lot of stuff to the animal shelters, for all the unfortunates out there. Then the year before that, I know we adopted family. We gave them certificates. I mean, gift cards, money. All kinds of different stuff. And then with the domestic walk, it's just awesome that as far as in group wise giving back like Olarb does. And to me, I got nothing but love and respect for them, and I'm glad I got to know all of them the way I have.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, dude. I was a part of the Silver and Black of Central Texas for a long time, since 2006 when they started. And I've officially joined the Black Hole, dude. So I mean, being a part of a club, man, it's a big thing. It's a big, part of being the Raider Nation, dude. Because super fans out there doing charity work, clubs are out there doing charity work. I mean, it's all about the Raider Nation doing right, and like I said, Wayne saying that we had this bad boy image for a while, but trying to get away from that and showing that we do good things, and super fans and clubs are leading the way, man. It's great to be a part of a club.
Man, it's awesome. I mean, and that's what a lot of people when I tell them I'm from a booster club, they're just like off the back. There's like, oh, what is it, like a little Raider gang? I'm like, come on, man. I
Yeah,
mean, I go, why that? I go, why you have to stereotype like that? And I mean, and then I explain it to them, and they're just like, all right, all right. And I mean, so they get a little different perspective of what booster clubs are all about.
yeah,
And so I mean, I look at it like family. I mean, to me, Olarb is family base, and we show nothing but love. There's when we invite people or people come down, it's nothing about violence or nothing like that. We embrace them. Family, no family, doesn't matter. And I mean, we become your new family.
yeah, yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. The Raider Nation's great about that, becoming, being your second family, dude. I love that. I really do, man. You know.
Yeah, and I mean, I had friends that were Raider fans and everything, but I just didn't like. I wanted to go that extra little mile.
Yeah,
So then that's when I got more involved.
that's awesome,
You know,
man.
and you know what? And Olar, they've been very supportive for Raider Jester. Me getting out there, doing what I had to do. Getting involved with the Black Hole. It just they were just like, you know what? Hey, do what you got to do, brother. And I mean, we're here for you. If you need help or if you need anything, let us know. I'm like, cool. So they're very supportive of that. I mean, and I appreciate that. And that's why I got so much love and respect for them as well.
Cool, man. Yeah, man. I'll definitely look more into that. The group. So send me some info.
Yeah, most definitely I will. I mean, yeah, it's awesome being a Raider fan. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
you know what, it's great. You know what, so many people don't realize that the Raider Nation is actually a family.
oh yeah,
Some people just believe like, oh yeah, they just say that or they just do this and that, and reality. I mean, it's really a family, and they really stick by you, you know. And I'll explain more on that if you want to go into what's
yeah.
going on with me and my
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. Hey, there you go. And so as we were talking earlier, dude, that we've had a chance to talk here recently, dude, in your Zoom group, man. And in that group, you talked about facing COVID-19 with your wife. Not everyone knows someone who is battling COVID. So share with the Raider Nation what it's like to battle COVID with a loved one, and why it's so important to take COVID seriously.
You know what? It just I am directly affected by the COVID-19, which my girl has tested positive for it. I won't test. I won't be able to test until the 21st. That's the closest when I get tested. But as for me, I'm not feeling no symptoms or anything like that. But she is going through it at times. Body aches, just fever. It fluctuates up and down, but she's not that bad where she has to be hospitalized. You know, and it sucks because I see how she is, and I'm just trying to be very supportive and just trying to be by her side all I can be, you know, and it gets hard. So and it is very unfortunate, that she has that. But and I do respect everybody out there, and that's why, like, literally, I mean, like, literally, we've been home for like almost 2 to 3 weeks straight. So it's like I'm going crazy in the house. I'm like, oh my god, she hasn't been working in about a month because of this. I haven't been working like in 3 weeks for it. But you know what? Thanks to the Raider Nation, a lot of the Raider Nation has reached out to me, and they're very supportive. I've had Ray, the president of the IE Raider Booster Club, an awesome dude. He came. He's dropped off dinner for us one night. Other Raider people have reached out to me, and like, if you need anything, let us know. We got your back. We're here for you. And I'm just like, wow. I mean, some of the people, I don't even know them. They live in other states, and they're like, you know what, Raider Nation, they're like, we're here for you, brother. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? And that's what, when I see that, I know I made the right choice from the very beginning. You know what I mean? Raider Nation all the way to the end. You know what I mean? It just awesome. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, dude, it's a great thing to be a part of, man. All this comes from us being fans and sharing a passion for a team that was inclusive, from the get go, man. So it's amazing to see what we are, as a fan base. Not just people that watch a game, but people that travel together, uh, you know, back each other up with donations and raffles to pay for funerals and illnesses that people are facing, children with cancer. I mean, wow, man, it's awesome to see what the Raider Nation does in the name of
Yeah.
humanity, dude.
Hands down. I mean, they're truly awesome. I am truly blessed, and I just got to know so many people, and to this day, we're still in the house. We're still doing what we have to do. She still have her symptoms, you know. I just really reach out to everybody out there, not just Raider Nation, just everybody in general. Take this stuff serious. You know what I mean? You know what? Cover your mouth. Do what you have to do. Let's get this stuff over with, so we can beat this and get on with our life.
Hell yeah.
Because this stuff really sucks, being caved up in the house like this. I was just reading. I think it was one of my friends. They posted it saying that in Las Vegas they're gonna put a curfew because their business has been broken into. So now in Vegas they're gonna put a curfew from 9 to like 6 a.m. in the morning.
Man.
So I mean, things are getting real out there, and it just really sucks, but I see a lot of people are very supportive, towards us as well as other people. You know what I mean? And it's just awesome. And you know what? If I can help out anybody, despite what I'm going through, you know what? I'm here. If I can do it, it's done deal. You don't gotta question me. You know what I mean? You know what? Because to me, that's what it's all about. Getting and giving back.
Well, that's awesome, brother. And I gotta say, thanks for coming on, dude. But before I let you go, let the Raider Nation know how to find you on social media so that they can reach out to you, or they, for help or to offer help, man.
Raider Nation is Raider Jester, just reaching out to you to let you know if you want to get a hold of me. On Facebook is Raider Jester, and on Instagram is Raider.Jester. So,
right,
I mean, much love to everybody out there. Thanks for all the support. Thank you, Raider Homer, for having me. This is my first time ever having a little interview, so I might have been a little nervous, but you know what? Hey, much love and respect to you, brother. And I mean, thank you.
Hey, likewise, back at you, brother. Hey, did you drink that beer like I told you to?
No,
Oh,
brother,
you
I
don't
did drink a
drink.
monster,
Damn. I was gonna say,
but I
man.
don't drink.
That's
That's
right.
one thing.
That's how I do
But
it, brother. Cause I still get nervous, man.
hey, but I did drink a monster though.
Yeah. Oh, well, then
That's
that's why you're nervous too. And my next guest, Heidi, she loves drinking Monster too, so she's probably gonna be all jacked up too.
man. I'm telling you, you know what I mean. Like my hands are all sweaty right now. I mean, maybe that monster got me going.
All right, cool. Hey, well, man,
Man.
thanks for everything you do for the community and for the Raider Nation, dude. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you again in the future.
Hey, anytime, brother. Anybody needs anything, any suggestions, any help, whatever. If I can help them out, I'm here. Raider Nation, Raider Jester's out.
Later, brother. There you have it, Raider Nation. There you have it, man. Raider Jester, man, he's coming up, dude. Been doing it about 3 years. Been a fan since the '80s, man. Wants to help kids, you know. He's a counselor. Wants to help kids. Wants to help people fight the opioid epidemic, man. Working with the original Los Angeles Raiders Booster Club, you know, with their charity events and everything. Find them on Facebook, man, and you know, give him a helping hand. You know, if you can, send some prayers his way for him and his wife, man, facing COVID-19. You know, so just, you know, shout out to him, man. Reach out to him, I mean. All right, so in the chat line, what's up, Don Logan, aka Big Bad Wolf? If y'all don't know that already, I just spoiler alert. All right, be sure, hey, leave your shout outs in the chat. Still got time to leave a voicemail for the phone blitz. So now, as I was just saying, we got Heidi coming on of the Only Nation podcast and the Ladies of Darkness. She is a great producer, a diehard Raider fan. Man, I gotta tell you, man, she challenged me to do better with what I'm doing as far as YouTube and podcasting, researching, and just to get better overall, man. So thank you, Heidi, for everything that you do for me. I really appreciate it. I'm glad we're in the Only Nation podcast together. It's been a fun ride. Episode 10 coming up, y'all. So let's go ahead and get her on the line.
You have reached the voicemail box of Bob. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Heidi, it's Doug, man. Give me a call.
Hello.
What is up? You've been asleep, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Well, I totally
did
just
not
pumped
even
you
plan
up.
that.
You better take a
What?
big old hit because I just pumped you up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so what I was thinking about is like with the draft right around the corner. I just said episode 10 is coming up. The draft right around the corner. Everyone is hoping to have some players that we want to fall to us, or everyone that has players that they're hoping fall to us. Mine is, I got my list. You got about 5 players. You want us to fall to us. I mean,
say that again.
five players you want to fall to number 12 for the Raiders.
5 players.
Yeah, like so in my mind, the biggest holes are still at OB, outside linebacker, wide receiver, cornerback, defensive end, and defensive tackle. So I have my list of 5 players that I hope would fall to us, based on them being in the top 10. You know what I mean? These are players that everybody has an idea, but I want to take the idea more like why I think we want these players to fall to us because of who we got on the roster and stuff like that. A little compare and contrast. You want to play a game?
I just woke up. I don't know. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You good? You're good.
Okay.
All right. You ready? I almost
hold on.
Almost forgot. I'm winning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not plan that at all. Dude.
Well, I got my list.
We'll
play it like my list. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Raider Nation. Here she is. Heidi Stabbert, a.k.a. Kevlar Prom Dress. How you doing, Heidi?
I'm doing great. How's Raider Nation tonight?
I mean, we're alive and kicking. We're not sleeping, that's for sure.
Oh, shut up. I did not plan to fall asleep.
Well, I'm glad you answered the phone because I was hyping you up.
I'm glad I did too.
And hey, thanks for coming on short notice. I really need the people that are like you and Amy and Captain Jack that can step in on a short notice when people can't make it to the show. So thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure.
All right, cool. So we attempted to record an episode yesterday, and you kind of you tripped me up a little bit after some draft questions. So for me, I started doing my research, right, knowing that we're supposed to get with T3 Raider Facts and do like a draft breakdown episode coming up soon. So I did, from my perspective, it's like 5 players that I want to fall to number 12. Because, this is where I think we have a hole in the offense. And, we'll debate about it a little bit. You haven't had time to put it together your own list, so we'll just go with it. All right, now number 1 on my list is Isaiah Simmons. I'm still hoping he drops to number 12 because even though we got Corey Littleton and Kiewatowski, I would like to see Littleton in the middle and Kiewatowski on the weak side and get Isaiah Simmons on the outside to cover those linebackers and the tight ends, and being that he give him just a third of the field, that way he doesn't have to worry about covering the middle and running, sideline to sideline. He just got that strong side, So what do you think about that? What are the chances that Isaiah Simmons falls to number 12?
Not very good, but not outside of the realm of possibility. There are going to be a lot of probably offensive linemen picked in the top 10, and there's a chance that we have some wide receivers that fall to us too. But I wouldn't put my money on it, but there is an outside chance that it does happen.
And I guess, okay, so, all right, so you just mentioned wide receiver, right? So number 2 on my list is CeeDee Lamb. If he were to fall to us, would you jump on him? Being that, Mike Mayock, maybe it's just smoke and mirrors, but he's saying that he doesn't really like the idea of taking a wide receiver in the first round. If CeeDee Lamb is there, would you take him?
Absolutely. Out of all the receivers, he's the guy that I love the most. I wouldn't be disappointed with Judy or with Ruggs, especially Ruggs, but my first pick would be Lamb. But the one thing that I found really interesting that kind of hyped up Ruggs for me a few days ago was his drop percentage is almost 0. And Lamb and Judy, they had it like around 6-7%. So I was kind of like, well, when you put it like that, he sounds really appealing as well. But I think with any of them, as long as one of them is there, we're going to do great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, CeeDee Lamb, to me, he reminds me of like an OBJ type wide receiver, that spectacular catch, jumping
exactly.
and catching whatever you need, whatever you throw at him. Judy, right, I was looking at some of his highlights and some of what people were saying. They were talking about him being a great route runner, but we've had a great route runner in Amari Cooper, but we really haven't had that human highlight reel that OBJ and I think a CeeDee Lamb could provide. So, I mean, I'm thinking in my mind, right, on defense, I mean, we got to build a defense to stop the Chiefs, right? And on my list, it's mostly defenders. But if CeeDee Lamb was there at number 12, I'm jumping all over him. That guy is making some great catches, and he's got the speed, and he's got the size. Yeah, that's the guy I would love to see. Now, what if Isaiah Simmons and CeeDee Lamb are there at number 12?
Oh, boy. Hey, you have to try to stump me on this, aren't you? You're still upset about last night, huh? Let's see. I would probably go Simmons. Yeah. I think I would take Simmons first.
Oh, man. That's cool. Yeah, Simmons first over CeeDee Lamb. Look,
yeah.
Don Logan, the Big Bad Wolf, says, we heard the whole background conversation howling because I forgot to take out the damn focus right on the Only Nation podcast, so they heard all that. Uh-oh. All right. Well, hey, good looking out, Don. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So back to.
But I would say Simmons simply for the fact that we can have a really good wide receiver down even in the 3rd or 4th round, and we would not have that chance with a linebacker. There's only 2 other linebackers that I would find interesting, and with the wide receivers, it's wide open. There's so many that you could choose from.
Okay. Now, number 3 for me, right? I still believe that Trayvon Mullen is going to be a number 1 lockdown corner. Now, I was looking at some of the stats, right? You got me thinking. And Jeff Okudah, right? He seems to be the best cornerback coming out. He's projected to go within the top 10, right? The first 10 picks. Now, if he fell to number 12, would you take him over an Isaiah Simmons or a CeeDee Lamb? But because Isaiah Johnson, right? You've been calling his name for the last some odd episodes, and yeah, I looked at his numbers compared to some of the other guys' numbers that I found that are maybe ranked higher than he was in his respective draft. But so I feel like Isaiah Johnson, being that he was close to even Trayvon Mullen, I feel like we can give him a chance to to come in and show what he's got. So if Jeff Okudah's there, though, I mean, yeah, we would take him, right? But if Jeff Okudah and like a CeeDee Lamb are there, would you trust Isaiah Johnson?
I would take Okudah. Johnson is more of an unknown simply because he was hurt so bad last year, but we can't ignore the fact that he was picked in the 4th round. That's not to say that you can't have a great player come in the 4th round. I mean, look at Max Crosby, but it's a lot harder to find that diamond in the rough. But yeah, I'd take Okudah.
So that's
all of them.
So that's Okudah over CeeDee Lamb. Now, you took Isaiah Simmons over CeeDee Lamb, so what if it were Isaiah Simmons and Jeff Okudah at 12?
Okudah.
Okudah? He's that good, huh, in your mind?
Well, I have to look at our holes, and I know they say, the cardinal sin is to draft according to need, not best player available. But if Okudah's there, one thing, he's probably going to be the best player available.
Okay.
But he also fills probably our biggest need as well. So there's two reasons why, straight up, why I would choose them.
Okay.
Why I would choose him.
Okay. So Okudah over Isaiah Simmons and CeeDee Lamb at number 12. If they drop, that's the premise, right? If these are 5 players that we hope drop to number 12. Now, Matthew 72007 says Kinlaw. Now I'm gonna give him a shout out because 4th on my list is Chase Jones. Defense. Oh well, I should have waited on Kinlaw. I'll give you a shout out on Kinlaw in a minute. 4th on my list is Chase Jones, defensive end, right? Because even though we just signed Nassib, yeah.
Okay, so Chase Young.
Chase Young, yeah, okay, Chase Young. Sorry about that.
Okay.
All right, so Chase Young, if he falls, right, because, now I've got my names crisscrossed. Cleveland Farrell, right, he didn't really live up to the first round hype. He did play well, though, and then we just got Nassib, right, but Nassib, he's around for 3 years, but he really, is he that big of a name? Is he a bigger name than Chase Young? So, what about Chase Young at 12?
I would take him over everyone else that you've mentioned.
Okay.
Because again, there would be best player available.
Okay.
It wouldn't necessarily fit our biggest hole, but when you have a player like him, you've got to go with the BPA. You have to. And, Okudah is definitely way up there. But Chase Young is just a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I think Mad Max is going to be an elite pass rusher for years to come if he can stay healthy, and especially if he gets stronger. He showed enough natural ability. But there is that little bit of a question mark with Nassib and Farrell, and this brings me to in the middle of the defensive line, like I was just giving a shout out to Matthew 72007. He was calling for Kinlaw. Now I looked up Kinlaw because at first I kind of liked what he was offering also, but they in the report it said that he has some off field issues. So at that point I went ahead and went with Derek Brown because he was ranked number 1. How do you feel about Derek Brown?
Yeah, he's up there. I would still take Chase Young over him, though.
Okay.
But he's definitely up there. But when you compare him to some of the other names you mentioned, I would take other names before him.
Okay. Yeah, because Kinlaw, I was looking at what he was, all the number, the report on him. But the last part of it, man, there was some question whether he had some off-field issues. And I just think that right now, with Gruden coming into his 3rd year, we cannot take chances, especially after AB. You know what I mean? We had to deal with AB and all the off-field.
And in Vegas.
Yeah, and we're in Vegas. Yeah, so you got to have straight-laced guys, So if I see off-field issues, for me, I just take them off of my board. Like, I don't want to see that on the team anymore. So that's why I went with Derek Brown, even though at the beginning I was thinking Kinlaw. But yeah, Kinlaw is also, isn't he related to Reggie Kinlaw?
Well, you're asking me to think. I can't do that. It's far too early in the day.
Oh. Well, I would love that I would love for that to happen, but it didn't happen with Greg Bell's son. It didn't happen with what's the running back's name? It was number 34. He played in the preseason a lot. Couple years ago, he was on the practice squad.
George Atkinson.
Yeah, so
the one that passed away.
Yeah, so I mean,
George Atkinson Jr.
So it just doesn't seem to work out with former Raiders children coming on the team for the most part. I mean, it's Wisniewski, but that was Steve's nephew, right? So that didn't, so
yeah, Stephon.
Yeah, so well, there's my top 5 players that I hope fall to us at number 12. Me, I still want Simmons. Man, I'm still Simmons. Of course, CeeDee Lamb. This for me, it's like, oh, what do I do? I don't know, but there's something about Simmons, man. I think that I'm just tired of watching tight ends kick our asses up and down the field. I'm sick of it. And I want to see them get shut down and allow our pass rush to get to the quarterback, help those DBs too, because they're important in coverage too. Linebackers are very important in coverage, and I'm tired of us getting our ass kicked, as I said.
Yeah, especially when that guy you have working the slot is Mark Joyner, who I still don't think can do it. I know you and I disagree on that, but...
Well, I think that Joyner's going to have a bounce-back season this year because he is going to be playing with Corey Littleton in the middle. So they have experience in the middle. So I think they're going to be able to communicate well enough to get Joyner in better position, and Joyner will be able to feel a little more comfortable knowing that he's going to have some help underneath with or side to side with Littleton, and then I think he has a little more faith now in the back end too, because Eric Harris, I think that guy is going to be a good starting safety for some time to come, and of course Jonathan Abram coming back.
Well, I mean, I certainly hope that you're right about Joyner, but the thing is, his success in the past has been when he played outside or when he played safety, not a slot not wide receiver, not a slot corner. And he was having trouble kind of settling into a position without getting burned so much. And Wade Phillips actually worked with him and discovered his natural position is safety. And he was actually quite successful that way. He has never shown success in the slot, even when, Corey Littleton was there. Now, like I said, you have a lot more confidence in him than I do. And I certainly hope you're right, because obviously he's a Raider. I want him to succeed and do well. But color me a skeptic. But I mean, I will be rooting for them. It doesn't matter who's on the team. I'm going to be rooting for them because they're a Raider. It's a team before personalities. But I'm not as convinced as you are that he's going to be able to be successful at it.
All right, so we shall see, Raider Nation. We shall see. Heidi, thank you so much for coming on. I got to get to this half show time so I can make it on time to get to Mike D. Chill. Hopefully I see you in the chat, but thanks so much.
Oh, no problem. I am happy to be here, happy to help.
All right, well, hey, before I let you go, though, tell the Raider Nation where to find you on social media and remind them where to find the Only Nation podcast.
Well, you can find me, the place I am the most is on Twitter. It's at Kevlar Prom Dress. That is spelled exactly how it sounds, Kevlar Prom Dress. You can also find me on Facebook on my name, Heidi Stabbert. Sometimes I'll be hanging on the Raider Bear Family page. I am a moderator there. It's where I got my nickname, Raider Ladybug. And if you ever see anybody write just a number sign and HS, that's me. But for the most part, Facebook and Twitter is where I'm going to be at. You and I have a great little podcast that's coming into its own, The Only Nation Podcast. And you can find us on Twitter at The Only Nation Pod, Instagram at The Only Nation Pod, or on Facebook, The Only Nation Podcast.
All right. We'll get that new episode 10 recorded, here shortly. I don't know about tonight, though. Yeah. I'm going to need my sleep.
Yeah, that's okay. We will get it in.
Right.
I know that you stayed up late studying last
Oh,
night.
I was like, oh man, she kicked my ass again. I gotta study. Man, I did it though. I did it. I come hard to paint when I get it right. When I start studying, I just gotta study these players, man. There's so, like I said in the past, man. I used to, study, do research, just to debate on Facebook, man. But when we drafted Carl Joseph and Jihad Ward, I was like, nah, I'm done trying to guess who the hell we're gonna draft forever. But if I'm gonna be in the podcasting scene, I gotta do my research, gotta know who's coming out, at least, at least 2 or 3 names, because you never know who in the hell they're gonna draft, but at least have some opinions,
Yeah, and you're gonna do great. You've just been a little out of practice, but you're gonna do great.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for the kind words, and thanks again for coming on short notice.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Raider Nation, you heard the background conversation. I'll get better at all that kind of stuff. That's technical error. But that's Heidi Stabbert, a.k.a. Kevlar Prom Dress. She's on Twitter, Facebook. She runs the Only Nation podcast Instagram account. She's a badass producer. You heard it. She's always got an opinion on football, Raiders football, all kinds of football. So follow her, and don't forget to listen to the Only Nation podcast. It comes out weekly. We got some stickers coming out. I love stickers, man. I'm ready to pass them out. So, subscribe, man, and stay tuned. We'll have contests out there. Get some of these stickers out there for you. All right, so that was the second caller. It is now halftime, and we got some voicemails coming for y'all. I'm excited to bring these voicemails to you, so let's get to it.
What's up, Raider Homer? What's up, Raider Nation? Hey, man, it's been a while. So awesome that you're still doing the show. I'm going to have to tune in tonight for sure, check it out. And I just want to thank you for doing that, man, keeping everybody's spirits up. Shout out to the Raider Nation, man. This is a tough time, not just for us, but for everybody. Hope everybody's staying safe, blessed, be quarantined, and staying healthy and abide by the rules. To those of us who have to work, like myself, a few others, hope you guys are staying safe and also just trying to stay sane, man. Draft's coming up. That's exciting. I'd like to know your thoughts on the picks. I know that having picks 12 and 19, I think it would be a really smart thing if we were to trade one of those picks to accumulate at least 2 or 3 more picks. Maybe, for example, even trade a number 12 pick. If maybe most of the receivers that our top 3 receivers are gone, like Judy and then Lamb and Ruggs, maybe are gone by then. We trade the number 12 pick, get a second rounder, get a late first rounder, late first round, and maybe even like a 4th and 5th. There's a lot of depth. Look like at wide receiver, Denzel Mims. You got Jawan Jennings. I don't know if a lot of people heard of him. Tennessee. There's a few other players, running backs that would be good backups to Josh Jacobs. So I'd like to know your thoughts on that, Raider Homer. Everybody check out Raider Homer on Instagram too, at Raider Homer, and I'm ATX Raider. Check me out at atx.raider. Yeah, man, tell me your thoughts. I'd like to know what you think about trading down, and if you think trading down the number 12 pick, who we pick at number 19. So, anyways, awesome show. Appreciate what you're doing again, man. Keep it up. Hopefully we can grab beer sometime. Peace.
Raider Homer, Edward Winslow. How you doing, buddy? Just wanted to call in and give you a couple minutes of some things I had on my mind for your show tonight on Monday, April 13th. The draft, as we know, is coming up, and everybody's got their opinions on the draft. Personally, if all things considered equal, I would go heavy on the draft. Defense, there's plentiful of wide receivers in the draft. People like Lamb, Ruggs, Judy, but as far as I'm concerned, there's so many great wide receivers that most teams can't go wrong. I think, like I mentioned, that we should go heavy on defense. If anything that really makes sense to me, Homer, is going off the 19 and moving it down to a team that is looking to trade up and giving us a couple seconds or something. If we can get a couple seconds in the draft, that would be a good thing to come our way. And I think it's important to realize that defense is fundamentally the important thing here. And there's so many good defensive players in the draft that we might be able to get our hands on that I think it might make some sense to do that and go in that direction. The one receiver I really, really like is Ruggs the third. I think he's can do a good job for Gruden's playmaking and had a lot of speed that we're needing in the wide receiver area. So let's see what happens. It's going to be next week from this Thursday, next week, and I'm sure it'll be the weirdest draft all of us has ever seen. But it should be fun. Have a good night, and look forward to hearing your show, Homer. Ed Winchell over and out.
What's going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy out of Reno, Nevada, Raider Diz. Anyways, I want to give a shout out to Raider Homer, Raider Wolf, Raider Iron Man, and quite a few other super fans who are exchanging patches with me so I can build my jacket. And really cool to see all the different artwork and everything that, you know, everyone's provided. A special shout out to Raider Iron Man sending out videos, and Raider Wolf to my family and my daughter for her birthday. But remember, we only one nation. We the biggest nation in the world, and it's Raider Nation for life. Reno Raider Nation, baby. Stand up. One love, Raider Nation.
Raider Homer, what's going on, brother? Hey, man, this is Raider Doggy, brother. Thought I'd give you some love out there, man. I know you got the second edition Oakland Raiders Challenge coin, that's how we do it, brother. It was designed to keep the camaraderie together with all the nations worldwide. It's the second annual, and I call it the Blackout Edition, which is this bad, brother. How it works to build camaraderie. Whereas if I'm at a location, or if you're at a location, and you see me having a cold one, give me some love, and you say, hey, brother, you got one of these right here, or where's your coin at? And if I don't have that coin, then I got the first round, brother. And vice versa. If I come up to you, and you don't have your coin, you got the first round. And then we say, hey, we break bread, we have a good time, and then, hey, we just get our coin, man. We get it nationwide. That's limited edition to 100. The eyes glow in the dark at night, and it's a short print. And, I just thought, call it the home edition, our Raider Nation coin. And like I said, I didn't design it for a specific area, location, group, state. It was designed for the Raider Nation. It's everywhere because, we are worldwide. So with that said, just getting everybody out there, get the camaraderie going. And I'm going to tell you, I have some brothers over from Connecticut to Rhode Island to New York to Georgia to South Carolina to Kansas City to Washington to Utah, California, all around Texas, New Mexico. And I'm going to tell you, brother, everybody loves it, man. And it's real, and it's a piece of everybody. And I keep mine on me all the time. Raider Nation, love you. Keep it up. Let's stick together, baby. We're going. We're going to the dance, baby. Now we're in Las Vegas, but it don't matter where we are. We're Raider Nation. All right, brother. We'll talk to you in a bit. Thanks, Raider Homer. I love your patch too, brother. Love your magnets. I'm about to put one on my truck and show some love out there too, brother. So I thank you, man, and you take care, brother. Talk to you in a little bit. Bye-bye.
Hey, Raider Homer, and all guests, and all viewers and listeners. This is the Big Bad Wolf. Just howling in. Then checking out my main man, Raider Homer, do his thing. I hope everyone's staying safe out there, doing the right thing. One love, Raider Nation. RN4L. Raider Nation for life, baby.
Well, there you have it, Raider Nation. That's the Raider Homer's phone blitz, man. Thank you all, Blitzers, for calling in, man. Thank you for the shout-outs. Thank you for the love, dude. Thank you for being a part of the channel, man. I love this segment, dude. Lots of talk about trading down. Hey, man, if he gets us more players, I'm all for it. I trust in Mayock. I believe that he's going to do what's right for the team and draft the right players. Yeah, and I'm gonna carry my coin, bro. I'm gonna carry my coin. You better carry yours, man, because I drink a lot of beer. You know what I mean? I drink a lot of beer. All right, man. All right, so as I said earlier, we're gonna continue the halftime show. We're running a little behind. Today we are gonna hear from Big Mac first, man. Make sure you get the Always Reppin' album. You know, make sure you get your copy, Raider Nation. Show your love, man. It jams, dude. It really does. So we're gonna hear a song, the title track off of that album, and then we're gonna hear from Mike D. Chill, and then we're gonna hear the song that Mike D. Chill and Big Mac played or recorded together. So this halftime show is gonna be a little bit longer. Mike D. Chill, you're up next. Here we go, Raider Nation.
Save our boats, don't run away like the Colts. Don't be a traitor like a Raider. Man, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
Touchdown, Raiders!
I'm always repping that Raider black. A silver attack, I'm known as Big Mac. Always keeping it real, representing the spirit. I ride or die for this Raider shit.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
Touchdown, Raiders!
San Diego Superchargers, what the hell is that? Where your rhymes are laughing, yo, fake ass joke, low slang and hate, yo, talk about my ways and your ass get smoked. Recognize who you're talking about. This is Raider Nation, keep us out of your mouth. We bleed to the bone with that silver and black, and don't ever underestimate the Big Mac. Cause I go off jump, you a soft punk. That rap you made food, that's all junk. San Diego Superchargers, boy, you full of dick, that's super guard. We the best in the West, got that shield on my chest. There's only one nation, forget the rest. Cause we rolling deep, we got all the weapons. And you know Big Mac is always reppin'. I'm always reppin' that Raider black. Silver attack, I'm known as Big Mac. Always keeping it real, representing the spirit. I ride or die for this Raider shit.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
I'm always reppin' that Raider black. Silver attack, I'm known as Big Mac. Always keeping it real, representing the spirit. I ride or die for this Raider shit.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
I'm always reppin' that silver and black. When I'm in the stands, I'm watching Raiders attack. Nothing else greater than being an operator. Khalil Mack is a dominator. We got the DBs to sack the QBs. And on the sidelines, we got the QTs. We got the best guys, so stay up on back, girl. Don't ever stick the punk gas in the black hole. Forget your team, that's right, I said it. Come to O.O. Better believe you're gonna regret it, cause we did you no mess, as you can see. So fuck the Broncos, the Bows, and KC. Pathetic ass teams, we the only nation. And we stand tall with that reputation. We don't hold back, we got all the weapons. And you know Big Mac is always reppin'. I'm always reppin' that Raider black. Silver attack, I'm known as Big Mac. Always keeping it real, representing the spirit. I ride or die for this Raider shit.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
I'm always reppin' that Raider black. Silver attack, I'm known as Big Mac. this Raider shit.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
I was born a Raider, never a Raider trader. I'm greater than your hater, I'm a gladiator. Representing with the fullest, yeah, my team is the coolest. Derek Carr's from the field throwing bombs, let's do this. Booyah! The crowd goes wild, super fans in the stands, slapping hands in the aisles, getting pumped up. Yeah, that's how we get down. This is how we do it in the city of Oaktown. Know you as fans, dedicated from the heart. I've been a Raider fan way back from the start. Raider gear's all I wear, so beware when I stare at your sorry ass podcast. You can't compare to this loyal ass super fan. Talk trash about my Raiders, get busted like a rubber band. So by now you can see that I'm the weapon. And you know Big Mac is always rapping. I'm always rapping that Raider black, silver and tech. I'm known as Big Mac, always keeping it real, representing this field. I ride or die for this Raider shit.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
I'm always rapping that Raider black, silver and tech. I'm known as Big Mac, always keeping it real, representing this field. I ride or die for this Raider shit.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
I wanna give a shout out to my Raider Nation crew. Knights of the Shield and the KOS Night Crew. Wolfman, Graffiti Raider, Reaper, Man King, Raider Cannon, Warrior Princess, Green Sugar's my team. Game Face, Skeletor, Storm Raider, Raider X, Riot Raider, Cape Twins, Fine Raider, Who's Next? Gorilla, Hammer Flow, Christian Crew, show love and blowing up tracks on the microphone. Love, Hazmat boys making noise for the nation. Raider hitters first stop, change the station. This is our battlefield, know what I mean? Middle finger in the air, Mr. F your team. You about to get tossed by the Raider, my boss. Violator, Raider, Jerry Ghost, Raider, go off, and it don't stop when I'm naming up my crew. Dre of the dead, Raider, I can too. I gotta keep it going for the ones that got my back. OG, Raider, Red, Cool, Gooey, Mrs. Mac. Raider, Red, Black Eyes, ain't nothing nice. You miss it with my girl, for you better think twice. Grim Raider, Fish Raider, Raider, Miss It. Let's see you Raider haters try to bust this, but you ain't nothing cause you can't come close. This is Raider Nation and I'm giving you a dose of the Big Mac on the map. For my boy Tuzak, Raider Menace is a maniac on my back. Dr. Death, the Raider hit the killer, and that's how I'm a grind is Raider Rick Killer. Queen of the darkness, I thought you knew. Shout out to the Raider Nation wrecking crew. I told you, fool, we got too many weapons. Don't you forget, Big Mac is always rapping. I'm always rapping that Raider black, silver and tech. I'm known as Big Mac, always keeping it real, representing this field. I ride or die for this Raider shit.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
I'm always rapping that Raider black, silver and tech. I'm known as Big Mac, always keeping it real, representing this field. I ride or die for this Raider shit.
The autumn wind is a Raider. The autumn wind is a Raider.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Raider, a person who attacks an enemy in the enemy's territory. A marauder. A marauder. A marauder.
We Raider. Chill, baby. We Raider. Representing that ORSPC. And that Raider Nation wrecking crew. Let's go. I come from Denver, hits my city, and it's all love. But Bronco country ain't my thing, got Raider Nation blood. I keep it real, I'm 100, ain't on no bandwagon. Ain't jumping ship, you can stick it. 3 rings, I'm still bragging. Yo, got me yakking that orange and blue, it ain't cracking. Black and silver on my back, baby. Start the core, Derek's hard, our future MVP. Yo, Raider Nation, stand up and tell them who we be. Raider. Yeah. We Raider. Come on. We Raider. Yeah, baby. Nation. Raider Nation. We Raider. Yeah. We Raider. Come on. We Raider. Yeah, baby. Nation. I'm Raider Nation, always proud to represent my team. I've been around since 7'6", we won our first ring. We won in 80 again, we won in 83. The AFC West, we're 15-time division kings. 24 Raiders inducted to the Hall of Fame. But Ken Stabler should have stayed the 25th name. We rich ancient history. It's time that history repeats. So step aside before I step on you and Raider. Yeah. Fake ass wannabes, silver and black, I take pride. Fuck your Facebook if you can't ride. Yeah, it's bigger than city or state. Raider Nation on your fam, don't hate. It's time that we set shit straight. From Oakland, LA to Vegas, don't flake. Yeah, just hate on the enemies. It's time to rise and take a stand with the bad side. Orange, blue, yellow, and red. Donkey squeaks to the guillotine off their heads. Silver and black, I wear tats. Old school, bringing it back, I state facts. Been in the game for so long, true fan. Even before Raider Nation was brain. Yeah. Here we go again. 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 Here we go again.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Big Mac, and I'm always reppin'. Giving no shit about your haters, step in. I'm tired of you Raider fans talking about the move. It's not an Oakland Vegas thing, so I thought you knew. Raider Nation, y'all killing me. Don't you know the definition of loyalty? I live and breathe it. I'll never leave it. I'm a Raider for life, fool. You better believe it. Never turn my back on the silver and black. You wanna jump ship? Don't you ever come back. You say you die hard, but you talking all that shit about the Raiders moving to Vegas. Man, you a traitor. All haters and traitors, perpetrators and fakers. I need real motherfuckers that be claiming the Raiders. Die hard, no joke. Wanna bounce later, low. If you can't bang with us, then don't hang with us.
Here we go again. 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 Here we go again.
All right, Raider Nation, that does it for the halftime show, man. Shout out to Big Mac. He's in the chat line right now. Dude, thank you for allowing me to play your song on tonight's show. Shout out to Mike D. Chill, man. He's fixing to come on again onto the Raider Homer channel. It's been a while since we heard from him, so I'm excited to bring him back on. Y'all guys, man, make sure you show some support. You know, get Big Mac's new album. Hit Mike D. Chill up for his album, man. The Raider entertainers out there, dude, they too, just like the superfans, help elevate the game day experience and and the event experience, man. So hit those guys up and show some support. Now let's go ahead and get to Mike D.
This one's going out worldwide to my Raider Nation fans. Where you at, baby? Mike D. Chill with another one. Raider Nation for life. We are the Raider Nation. 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 If it ain't Raider, take a step back. Shut it down. Talking out the side of your neck. Catch a beat down. Draped up silver and black. Black Sunday. Hit on collision. Wrong way down a one way. Causing havoc in hell at the tailgate. Never fail. Time to set it off. I'ma set it straight. Penetrate through the enemy lines. Better back up quick or them boats be flying. Clash with them haters. Fuck off. I'm rated up.
try to get tough, I'll turn that ass into orange slush. You ain't stepping to a rookie, I'm a veteran. Mad fanatic, I'll turn you out like a crack addict. We are the Raider Nation, we are the Raider Nation. We are the Raider Nation, we are the Raider Nation. We are the Raider Nation, we are the Raider Nation.
Wanna go smoke?
All right, Raider Nation, here he is, Mike D. Chill. Man, it's been a while, bro. Thanks for coming back onto the Raider Homer channel.
Oh yeah, of course, bro. You know how we do.
Yeah, man. Now, the last time that we talked, I think you were getting an RV. Are you still doing all that?
Yeah. We bought an RV. We, my wife's, a registered nurse, so we've done a little travel nursing stuff, and getting ready to go to Reno, Nevada for a 3-month thing out there at a hospital on the 1st of this next month.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, is she battling how's all that going with COVID? She's seeing all that firsthand, right?
Yeah. That's why I take it more serious than some people. I see people not taking it serious. I wish they would, man. She's seeing people in their 30s, going on ventilators and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Where they're real sick.
That's crazy. It's scary, dude. I'm going out to the store, dude. I'm noided, man. I'm already got to deal with my paranoia, man. But with this, man, I'm super noided, man. It's scary, dude.
Yeah. I wear my mask when I go in the stores now, and my gloves and shit.
yeah, man. I keep I keep the hand sanitizer where I can get to it quickly, before I get in the car and start touching everything, man. Yeah, I take the gloves off before I touch my car handle. But I mean,
the gloves off too before I touch my car handle.
But the scary thing is, right? You can be extra cautious, man. But I mean, that shit can still get there when who knows who's touching what, in the stores, man. It's scary, dude.
Oh, I agree. I mean, you can only do as much as you can do.
Right.
But there's no foolproof way to stay away from it. I mean, if it's gonna happen, it can happen. It's just I try to cut my percentages down, like I'm sure you're trying to do.
Yeah. And it is something to take serious, dude. Like, we were supposed to meet up at the Montanza, man. It got canceled. We talked earlier today, and you said you were going to the draft, but the draft in Vegas got canceled. They're doing the teleconference one, but I mean, yeah, it's something to take serious, dude. And it's a bummer that the Montanza got canceled, dude.
Oh, I was ready to rock that, man. That was gonna be dope.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I was bringing my guitar up there just to let you know, man.
We got a track to do together too. You already know. So
yeah, I might have opened up for you.
Yeah, and maybe we could have got our song together and did that.
Yeah, dude, I would love to get you to write, some lyrics to "The Autumn Wind is a Raider Homer." Raider Nation, that's the video floating around out there on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram where I'm playing the guitar, and it's my rendition of "The Autumn Wind." But yeah, dude, I think you would do great on that track. You got a good feel for the rock rap vibe. I think that would sound really good, man.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely with it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the Montanza, you were gonna perform there. It was canceled. I'm not sure if you were performing at the draft, but
I wasn't sure either, to be honest. I had talked to some people about probably doing some stuff there, but nothing. I didn't have anything in concrete or anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, what do you have coming up, next that hasn't been canceled?
Going back to the Raider Baja Fest down in Rosarito, down in Mexico, Rosarito Beach. I'm not sure if you've ever had Juan Baja Raider on the show or not.
Yeah. He came on for the just before the first Baja Summer Fest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's when
Yeah,
Mad Max was down there bullshitting with you too.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, he invited me to come back this year, and so I'm gonna perform there. I guess it's July 31st through August 2nd, and I'm looking forward to that, man. He rolls out the red carpet, man. Last time he got me a room that was just sick, dude. I was like, man, this is a big ass suite. It ain't no hotel room, and it had a view of the ocean and a big swimming pool right under my window. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Juan's cool, man. Y'all, Raider Nation, Juan is the president of the of the Black Hole and Tijuana, right?
Well, it's Rosarito, Tijuana, like all that whole area and stuff. It's like he's just the president of that whole like little area.
Yeah, man, y'all check him out, man. Juan Baja Raider, God damn, I'm fucking butchering
Ramos.
this, man. My bad, Juan. He's down there in Mexico, y'all. He's on the coast to coast of the Black Hole Super Fans. I need to do my research. My bad, Juan. I did not mean to butcher it, but he is the president of a chapter of the Black Hole in Mexico, and I'll get his information out there. I need to contact him, man. It's been a while, dude. Maybe I'll hit him up now that you're going down there.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. I love doing shows down there, man. It's fun to go down there. It's a whole different party down there.
Yeah, man. I've heard. Last year we got kind of crazy though, right?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun though.
Yeah, there was some cool pictures coming out of there. Senor Raider, right? He was riding the Jackass or something, right?
Yeah. It's crazy shit going on down there. A lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Good times,
cool
man. So yeah, other than that, I was supposed to go perform at the TBH Santa Maria parade. They were gonna have us up in a big like fire truck or like just rapping and in a dump truck and shit. It was gonna be badass, but that had to get canceled too because that was in May.
Yeah, man, I'm so disappointed. I don't know if Polo's really announced it yet, but I was supposed to go to that too, man. I was gonna be a part of the parade, man. I was really looking forward to that. Meeting Tom Flores.
Yeah, well, it's not completely canceled. I mean, you'd probably want to get at him. I don't know the dates, but it's got to be rescheduled for later on. And basically, I don't know exactly when, though. So,
man, it's going to be tough to make these rescheduled events, right?
I know.
The Montanza.
It's really going to be tough. Yeah. It's going to be tough. Yep.
I'm sitting on like $1,000 of canceled airplane tickets right now, dude. I'm like, oh, man.
Damn. That sucks. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, bro. I went because last year, dude, I overspent, man, and so like mid-season, dude, I ran out of cash, man, and so I couldn't travel anymore. So this year, I'm gonna plan everything. I'm gonna make sure it's legit. I got my money saved up, being more organized as far as planning. But boom, COVID-19 took a shit all over.
COVID-19 fucked everything up.
Yeah, man, it was a nightmare.
Yeah. So I'm sure we'll recover, but man, I hope this shit ends up getting done quicker than sooner than later, and that our economy can recover real quick. We'll see.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. As soon as once we get over the spread of COVID, once that stops, we still got to deal with the economy, man. It's gonna be rough, man.
A lot of people out there not being able to work and shit, man. A lot of jobs got closed down. I don't know about these stimulus checks. I ain't got mine yet, but
me either.
Whatever. I ain't really tripping on it. But regardless, $1,200 isn't gonna save someone that's been out of work for a month almost already, and then maybe another month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they'll have to get unemployment too.
Yeah. The only bad thing about that is a lot of people work under the table, and those people ain't gonna be able to get no unemployment.
Ouch.
Sucks.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But much love to all them people, and I hope they, they hold together through it all.
Oh yeah, man.
We'll get through this shit. I mean,
China's coming out on the back end, but they're gonna have to overcome their economy being down. Same thing here, But yeah, we'll get out of this.
We will. It's just gonna take a lot of work, but it'll work. It'll happen. So yeah.
All right, cool. Well, just a little while at the halftime show, I played "Always Reppin'" by Big Mac, and then I played "We Raider," and then "Here We Go Again" with you and Big Mac. Y'all met up. I put it at the Baja Fest too, right? That's where that picture came from of you and him. Yeah. So talk about what it's like to work with Big Mac, man.
He's a good dude, man. He definitely puts it down. Got a lot of skill, but also more than that, he's just, man, he is just good at promoting, and he's always trying to just push his stuff, man. I got much love for him, man. I got a lot of respect because he's a hard-working motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just saying. Is it okay to cuss?
Yeah.
I think it is. Right? Yeah.
Well, I ain't beeping you out. That's for sure.
Okay, cool. I'm like, shit, what am I doing now? I'm just like, But so yeah, man, it was real cool. Now we had to do the track through new technologies and shit. He went up and recorded his stuff up at 4Dub Studio, his parts to it, and then sent it back to me, and I mixed the beat down and did my verse on it at my studio.
That's cool, man.
But yeah, you can do that, with today's technology. You don't have to be in the same state or same studio or anything.
And now you were telling me earlier that you worked with 4Dub, but basically the same way, right?
Yeah, the exact same way. I did a track it was one of 4Dub's songs, and so I just they sent me the beat and everything, then I laid my verse down and sent them the vocals separated so that they could mix it down with the beat and everything out there.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, like I said, we want to record a song, dude, but I want to get the Autumn Wind is a Raider Homer with the drum track. That way it's consistent, and then send it out to different the different artists out there and get everybody to do their own version of the song. That way, when I show up to the RFC or other Raider Nation events, depending on who is there, I can perform with, and or mix it up to where each person can come on and do like a verse or something. It would be like a little all-star
if there's
cast
more
or something.
people than one of the artists at the show, we could do like a longer mix of it.
Yeah, man. So that would be cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be hella cool.
The technology is great, man. It really is a lot easier to do what we're trying to do as a fan base, and as artists, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I agree. With the draft and everything, all these parties down, I'm going to try to, since a lot of people are bored at home, I'm going to try to finish this Silver on a Sunday video. I just got to shoot a little part to it, and then I can finish it up. And then I'm going to try to put it out on draft day, the morning of the 23rd when the draft comes. So, something just to show some love to the Raider Nation and give them something to do if they're bored.
Yeah, man. Hey, tag me, dude. Now, like I said, dude.
Yes, sir.
I like your music, man.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate it. I just wrote a new song today. It's badass, man. But I got to hook my studio back up because we just recently moved a few miles from where we were, and now I don't have my studio hooked up, so I got to rehook it up, and that's to finish my video and to also record some new shit.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so I'm running a little behind, but I don't want to cut you too short, man. So tell me, how are you feeling about the 2020 free agent class?
Oh God, we knocked that out the park, dude. We knocked that out the park. I love what we did at linebacker. We crushed that shit. A lot of people ain't liking the Jason Witten thing. I mean, he got like I think 700-800 yards last year. I think he'd be a great 2 tight end setup with Waller or just a good backup, shit.
Yeah.
And then we still got, Foster Moreau. I think our tight end's probably our strongest position. And then our weakest position, in my opinion, last year was linebacker. And that may be one of our strongest ones too. We may even draft, one of them other guys like Patrick Queen or one of them guys, or Kenneth Murray. If we get a third badass linebacker, shit.
Man, my fingers are crossed, dude. Middle. I'm praying to the football gods for Isaiah Simmons to drop to number 12.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, that would be a dream scenario.
I'll take it, though.
Too. I've been wanting that since a long time ago, man, but I don't think he's gonna. If he does, there is some stupid ass GMs and picking in front of us. That's all I'll say.
Hey, you never know, man. There's 3 or 4 quarterbacks that everybody's got their eye on. And I listed 5 players that I hoped fall. So Simmons was one of them. The other 4 top ranked players. So that's another 4 and I didn't list any quarterbacks. So that's 8 players. I mean, it's definitely possible. But unlikely.
It could happen. I mean, yeah, you never know. I've seen some wild stuff happen. What about Well, and Aaron Rodgers, when he fell on draft day,
Yeah.
like no one didn't he go down to like 20 something or something
I
like
don't
that?
remember, but I know I remember
It
seeing
was
him on TV
far.
pissed off, and
Yeah,
embarrassed.
he was mad as a motherfucker. Fuck him anyway. I don't like him, but
Yeah, fuck the Packers.
I'm just saying, like, no one expected that motherfucker to drop down like that. So if he could do it, it's possible someone like Simmons could come to us.
Yeah. So man, I know we still got the draft coming up, dude. But you got any? You're feeling high on that linebacking core. How you feeling about the secondary?
That's our weak link, I think. Well, I wouldn't call it a weak link. We definitely need at least one more corner, though. That Isaiah Johnson kid that they were real high on last year, I mean, he got hurt, so we never really seen what he was about. He might be badass. Who knows? If he is, hey, good. But I wouldn't put my faith in him. Yeah, we definitely need to bring someone in.
Well, what about Trayvon Mullen, dude? I think he's going to be a future lockdown number one, dude. How are you feeling about Trayvon Mullen?
Oh, I feel very confident in him. But we need both sides, you know what I mean? But I feel like, he can do that. He can do that. I think our safeties are pretty good, though. I think we're all right at safety. We could add another one maybe in the third round or something like that.
Yeah.
But we got 3 third-round picks unless they who knows what we're going to do, wheeling and dealing. You know how Mike Mayock is, but in Mayock I trust.
Yeah, dude, Mayock, dude, he knows his shit, man. I'm excited. I liked Reggie McKenzie. I thought he did some good things. I thought he missed on some players, but he got us out of contract hell. Yeah, he got us out of contract hell, and he was a Raider through and through, But Mayock, man, fucking Mayock, dude,
Mayock's the shit, dude. That draft class last year. And a lot of people were down on the Farrell pick, but and I maybe would have went a different direction on that pick. But Farrell really started playing some good ball the last half of the season.
Yeah, he did.
He had some kind of a sickness where he lost like 20 pounds, man, and early in the season, and it really threw his game off. But as he got healthier around mid-season, he started playing ball.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that he's not an elite pass rusher, but I definitely think he's serviceable. It may not have been worth the number one, but he may prove me wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sold that he's going to become an elite pass rusher, but I'm not saying he won't either. I'm hoping he does become one.
Yeah, but we got Mad Max, right? Yeah, the Condor. I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I'm looking. My estimate this year. This is just my guess, but for what it's worth, I think he's going to get 14 sacks this year. And he got 10 last year, and he didn't even start first. I think 6 or it was like 5 or 6 games he didn't even start.
Yeah, well, and he had that one game. I think we had like 4 sacks, right? So that really shot him up there. But he still got the ability, man. I just think that Mayock is right. He needs to get that strength, get that bull rush, because I thought he got tied up a little bit in the double teams. But hopefully Malik Collins comes in and cleans all that up,
Yeah, that was a good pickup right there.
Yeah.
That was a good pickup. That's an underrated dude. He's a really talented player, so I think I think the whole middle of the defense is going to be so strong compared to what it was with him and Corey Littleton. I think that's going to set the tone in the middle of the defense. And then we finally got someone that can cover at linebacker, so like Travis Kelce can't just kill us and eat us alive
so
like he
tired
does
of that
every
shit.
game. Oh my God! I'm like, throw someone on him, break his leg,
break his neck. I mean, no, not his neck. No, don't hurt him.
Leg. Just break his leg.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. Hurt that boy.
I hate that guy.
We might actually now have a defense, up the middle and over when he goes over the middle, he just kills us, man. So does everyone, honestly.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't matter.
That was our weakest link.
It has been for a long time since Thomas Howard and Kurt Morrison, right?
Yeah.
It's been weak, and it still wasn't elite then, but it was a lot better than what we've seen since then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think this is going to be the best we've had in a long time in the linebackers. If we get Isaiah, though, boy, man, they'll be like, holy shit. It'd be like the old Giants linebackers. I don't know if you remember when this is going way back, but when they had Lawrence Taylor and
Pepper
Carl
Johnson.
Banks and Yeah. Oh man, that was meanest linebacker team ever. And I only know them so good because my dad was a big Giants fan, and so when the Raiders was out that year, I was watching the Giants with my dad.
Oh man, don't ever say that again. God damn, man,
Man,
just kidding.
my dad, may he rest in peace. But man, he was a cool motherfucker. He was the
Yeah.
coolest motherfucker. He was from New York.
My
That's why.
dad was a 49er fan, so I had to watch a lot of 49er games. I knew more about the 49ers than I should have, that's for sure.
Oh God, yeah, that's another enemy.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
that's
wondering
even
how
worse.
that's gonna play out. How bad like. I mean, I think it's still going to always be a hate thing just because, they were battling for the Bay always. You know what I mean? Even if we're going to be in Vegas, they ain't really even in the Bay anymore.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be the same feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the animosity is gonna last,
Yes, sir.
Because if you talk to the California fans, right, it's the fan base that they hate more than they hate the team. You know what I mean? So that's never gonna go away.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yes, sir. What? I'm just getting a cigarette from my lady.
Okay. Well, I'm trying. I reached out to Rock Raider. I'm hoping that he responds here in a second. I'll just keep you on the line until he does. But yeah, okay. So we talked a little bit about the Raiders, the draft. Let's talk more Raiders, right? I mean,
yeah.
How you feeling about the Mariota Derek Carr battle? That's a hot topic. Let's hear your opinion on it.
I've always liked Mariota, and honestly, I think he would fit our offense good. If Carr doesn't do something, which I think Carr will, though. Honestly, I believe we get him a number one receiver. We got everything else in place. We got running backs. Our tight end room is super strong. Our offensive line is super strong. He just needs a one receiver and let Tyrell Williams be a number two where he's supposed to be and not playing a number one. And I think Carr can pull it off. But if he doesn't, I feel better about our backup than I have felt about a backup in a Raider uniform in many years.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's a great signing. I mean, because he has won in the playoffs. He has led a team to the playoffs. He can throw the ball. He can run the ball. But I just like Derek Carr a lot better. I think the fourth quarter comeback's 19 since he's entered the league. That's a Raider record, dude. I think the guy knows how to put a team on his back and win when it really counts. It doesn't show in the overall win-loss record, but I think the 19 fourth quarter comebacks compared to I think what it's like 55 losses. I think says that he is a real quarterback, because he is able to put the team on his back. If he had a team, there's like remember in the Pittsburgh game a couple years back, man, where we came all the way back after he threw a couple interceptions early, right? And Roethlisberger went out, right? And then the backup quarterback comes in and throws the AB, and the defense lets him go down the field and they kick the field goal, I think, and win the game. Like, that's the kind of shit that has cost Derek Carr a lot of games,
Oh, yeah. Well, and the refs, too.
Refs, too. Yeah, when he slid,
There's been a lot of calls that have made us lose, games that we would have won.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's part of it, too. And I'm hoping that goes away now that we're going to be playing in Vegas and they're going to, there's a lot of money in the Raiders now. And I think that we're going to get more fair calls. At least that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it comes out like that. You never know.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, I'm thinking, right, since the Mark Davis, right, since he was able to land a brand new stadium and a tourist capital, so to speak, right, I think that the NFL needs to, like, make it known that they need the Raiders to succeed in Las Vegas. So these ticky-tack calls, you got to let that go. Let them play, It's the judgment calls that kill us when it comes to the referees. They need to make better judgment calls. Gruden, I think, will be able to handle like the holding calls, the false starts, 12 men in the huddle. Gruden will get all that cleaned up. But yeah, it's the judgment calls on the referees' parts that they need to just lay off of, get off our backs.
Yeah, I agree. That would equate to more wins, definitely.
Yeah.
Let the motherfuckers play ball, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real, dude. There's too many times that, you've seen somebody pulling on Max Crosby from behind and they don't throw a flag. and then they throw a flag on anything if our defender touches somebody. You know, it's just like cut it out.
Did you see that they're not gonna instant replay is not gonna it's not gonna be reviewable pass interference anymore?
Oh, really? No, I hadn't seen that.
Yeah. I just I heard it on. I was listening to Sirius XM, XM or whatever, the NFL Network channel, and they were talking about that just passed that they're not going to be able to review pass interference calls anymore.
Well, good, dude, because I thought that was a cop out, man. I thought that was letting the referees off the hook, man. You know, saying, well, because they kind of put the ball back in the coach's courts or hands or whatever, but you know, you would lose a timeout in a challenge. Like, if you were going to do that, you had to get rid of losing the timeouts, and you had to get rid of losing the challenge. Like, you just need to be able to challenge it, you know, like it was back in the old days. Yeah, the game took a lot longer, but get it right, you know, get it right.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Well, shit, man, I got to get out of here. I'm going to finish up eating and go chill and hang out with my wife since she's off work. She's been working hard all week, and since I'm not working right now, my job ain't happening. But she's a nurse, so obviously she's essential.
Yeah. Well, hey, brother, thanks for coming on the channel, man. But before you head out, dude, tell the Raider Nation how to find you on social media.
On Facebook, it's under Mike D. Ramonde, but it's spelled like Raymond with an E on the end. And then on Instagram, it's Mike D. Chill _ RNWC. And then get on YouTube and subscribe to me, because I'm almost I need to get 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at 8 something. And then also one of my videos, We Raider, I'm not sure if it hit 100,000 yet or not. It was at 99,000 like yesterday, 99,000 something, but it's about to hit 100,000. So go check that video out. I mean, it's the old school one, you know, let it hit 100,000. Help me get my 1,000 subscribers, and there you go.
Hey, bro.
And that's just under Mike D. Chill.
Hey, real quick though, you remember when it comes to We Raider? You remember when I called you from the stadium in Houston and told you that they were playing your song?
Yeah.
Man, I had one too many beers, bro. I was like, wait a minute, I know the guy that does this song. Shit, yeah.
They was playing it in Oakland though.
Yeah.
They was playing it in Oakland.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that was tight to hear it in the stadium. I was there when they played it. I was like, oh shit.
That's cool,
that
brother.
was dope.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, have a good night, man.
You too. Stay up, bro.
You too.
All right. Peace.
Later. All right, Raider Nation, there you go. Mike D. Chill, man. He's got a great album out there. Like you said, man, go hit him up on YouTube and subscribe to his channel. Help him reach that 1,000 subscribers, dude. That really helps out YouTubers a lot, man. That's why they ask you to subscribe. You know, you can do a lot more once you get that 1,000 subscribers, man. So make sure you go over to his YouTube channel and subscribe. Now, I'm supposed to get a hold of Rock Raider, man. This dude, ran into him at the Raider Nation Explosion. Told me how he developed his costume, dude, or his gear, and that was a cool story. And then I was chilling with him on Raider Jester Zoom group, and he started talking about his charity work, dude, and I was inspired. You know, that dude has a lot to say about charity, and he does a lot in charity. So, with that being said, man, let's go ahead and try to get him on the line.
do it.
All right, Raider Nation, I got him. Now, I've been saying it wrong. I've been saying Rock Raider. It is listed as Rock Raider on Facebook, but Raider Rock just told me that Facebook flipped it around for him. He goes by Raider Rock, man. So I apologize for that, Raider Rock.
No, you good, bro. You good.
All right, cool, man. So I was telling the listeners a little while ago that we had the chance to meet at the Raider Nation Explosion, man, and you were telling me about how you developed your character and you made your gear, dude. And I thought, you had a real cool idea, and I thought it was cool the things that you did. But man, the other night we were talking in Raider Jester's Zoom group, dude, and you asked, so you asked what we had done for charity, man, and I told you what I wanted to do, and I was impressed after I asked you what you have done, and you just went off and off and off, dude. And I mean, it's being a part of the Raider Nation, dude. Building this platform and to do positive things, it's great to hear from people like you, dude. So, share with us, the things you like to do for charity.
First and foremost, like to be there for the kids, just hanging out and enjoying the laughs, the fun, the hugs, everybody that comes up and says what's up to us. I really appreciate that. But with Arizona Raider Nation and the Phoenicians, the Misfits, Dead Pirate Sports, Die Hard Raiders, Nogales, Tucson, and Phoenix chapters, they all put on events that allow us to shine as super fans and go out there and help the communities. Some of the things that we did just this last season was we went out and we fed the homeless. We went out, fed the veterans the very next weekend. We came back. I did a couple birthday parties in between. And then after that, we went to St. Mary's Food Bank, led by Dead Pirate Sports, the Misfits, and Arizona Raider Nation. We went out there. We built a whole bunch of boxes of food for everyone that was in need. And those kind of things that help our communities is very near and dear to me because I know a lot of family members that have been hurt and used that help. So that was really good for us. Plus, feeding the vets was super big because my father's in the Army, and I love the veterans. Everything, much love and respect. Salute to those guys at whatever they do out there. And then we did the PCH walk for our kids, because we always want to give back to our kids. Shout out to Sadie over there because she helped bring me into that PCH world. And then we did a run of the desert, which was for some of the folks in my group are Native American, and they took me out there to go and do this run in the desert. And funny story is I ran out there and in my gear, full ready to go, and then almost broke an ankle trying to run through rocks.
The Rock getting his ass kicked by the Rocks, huh?
Rocks, rocking and rolling, baby, rocking and rolling.
Now you're talking about Sheila and Jay, right?
Sheila, Jay, Robin, and Darkness. All these guys,
okay.
They all roll out there, and we all went out there and try to be supportive of the groups. But yeah, Jonathan, that's my roll dog right there. We've been together for almost 13 years. So, we go and we hang out, but a lot of times we forget that there's stuff that's important to us on an everyday life basis, right? And we don't always do the cultural things. Like, we love to go hang out, have the barbecues and stuff. But when they ask us to come out and run in the desert, because that's a part of their heritage, at first I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I could do that. I weigh 315 pounds. I don't know I'm going to make it into the desert. But, they cheer us on, and we go, and we did it, and it was successful, and I was happy. The receiving end of the folks that are there, because we're wearing Raider Nation, they're like, this ain't a Raider event. But they're like, but we are so happy that you're geared up and you're out here with us, repping your Raiders with our culture. And so they're very appreciative, and I appreciate the love that we got back from that.
Yeah, that's cool. I got the chance to meet Sheila and Jay on an airplane on the way to Oakland week 1, 2019. I even got to take a picture with the Pooh Bear. So that's cool. Shout out to them, man. And you know what, man? Arizona has some, badass groups doing some badass things, dude. Iron Man, dude, Hell Raider too. Hell Raider's all about the charity too. And like you say, your group, man. And so that's fucking badass, dude. Talk about the Raider Nation, in Arizona. How thick is it, man?
It's big. It's huge. Ever since the start of the Raider fan convention, it started getting bigger and bigger, and everybody wanted to be a part, right? And then the groups down here started doing more and more to make it bigger. And then now we've taken over a shrine, El Zariba Shrine. I think we took over the last 2 years, and even that place is getting packed. We started off in like a little Raiders Hilton area. Now we outgrew those things times 3. And it's just everybody, when they come out from California, New Mexico, some came all the way from Florida, like JD Enigma rolled out to us. We had so many people that came from everywhere. It's just so awesome to see how Arizona has tried to put the parties together, the event planners. They do such a good job to make sure we have the artists here and put on a great show.
Yeah, man, I was looking forward to going to the RFC in Arizona, man.
Me too, bro.
But yeah, it got canceled, of course, with COVID. Something that we've talked about today. Raider Nation, take that shit seriously. But yeah, man, I was
home, please.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to doing that. Hey, you know what? You're doing your thing as far as like what Iron Man and the Big Bad Wolf are doing with the dance videos. I saw you dancing. That was cool, man.
Yeah, me and the wife, we coming up on our 2nd year of marriage anniversary. Been together 16 years.
Congratulations.
And yeah, thank you very much. That's tomorrow. And so I wanted to do something with them, but then I also want to, pay the respect to my wife also. So we decided to do it together and throw that video out there. They kept pushing me to do it quicker, and I was like, man, I'm not tech savvy. So it was rough.
Yeah, man, it's not too hard though to get familiar with using a computer. Hell, if I could do it, you can do it, brother. That's for sure, man.
Yeah, we ended up getting it out, and then he hooked it up the rest of the way. So shout out to Iron Man for fixing it up, and it worked out really well. We were really happy with that.
Yeah, cool, man. Hey, yeah, dude. Iron Man's, man, he's a cool dude, man. I'm glad I met that dude. And well, I mean, over the phone or whatnot, I've been introduced to him. I can't wait to meet him in person, though.
Oh, yeah. If you down anywhere in Arizona, everybody in Raider Nation should know. If you have a chance to go to Yuma or Nogales, you want to come to Phoenix, just let us know, Tucson. Let us know. Reach out to those groups. That way you will see it's such a home, real good home feeling that you get. And then you get excited, and the people love you down there, and because they hardly ever see anybody. So when they get a chance, man, they really put on a great show. They do a lot of great things, and it's really awesome.
Man, I can't wait to get there, brother. I cannot wait to get there, man. All right, so we were teasing. Go ahead.
You're more than welcome to come up.
All right, cool. Now, we were just teasing, the story of the Raider Rock, the origin of the Raider Rock, right? So I know, some of the details, man, but share with the Raider Nation how you developed the persona and developed the gear.
So there was a few people that I had talked with that are, big characters, Violator, Jersey, Venom Raider, the Resendez brothers, Caesar and Marlowe, and JD Enigma, Chief Claw, and Al Darkness. The thing is that they tell you if you're going to become a super fan, that you're going to give a lot of yourself to the nation. And you really do put in a lot of time, a lot of work. And then, so I started researching, and I went through every little thing that I could to find a name that nobody else had. And so I went on Facebook, I went through Instagrams, and I was looking for it. Finally saw Raider Rock, said, okay, put it in. Nobody else had it. I was like, okay, I'm sold. Now I had to develop a character. So I was like, all right, look at the Rock characters out there. And, we started looking at some of the individual Rock characters, but the Thing, it kind of came up because the Thing just he's big and strong, is a superhero. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna rock this thing out, and that's how it came about. So I started putting the suit together in foam, and I hired me an artist to come and help me get that done. Raider Nation Familia found me the artist who helped build it, and version number 2 is coming out this year. So that's exciting. I'm excited for that. But yeah, so it's made out of foam. It's easy for the kids to come up and bounce off of, and I don't have to worry about hitting anybody or them smashing me. The only thing is I can't really see when people put their hands out, so you got to really put it towards my eyes so that way I can, reach out and fist bump you or know that you're there. That's why I have the girls around giving me hand signals all the time, telling me like there's a little kid coming or, letting me know somebody's on their way, so I don't miss anybody. But if you ever feel like I miss you, just come back around, put your hand in my face, and I'll see you.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm a huge comic book fan, so dude, I love the Thing approach, man. Ben Grimm, he's a great character. So yeah, that's awesome, dude. He's the ever-loving Thing, So I guess you could be the ever-loving Raider Rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially with the passion you have for watching out for the kids, man. I mean, I'm a father, dude. So as I told you when you challenged me as far as what I do in charity, dude, my heart would be in backpack drives, the toy drives, food drives to feed children. Because that's where it's at, bro. Being, cancer, fighting childhood cancer. Because I couldn't imagine being helpless, dude. Trying to figure out a way to help my child, man. And I think that it's important for us to reach out and do that, dude. So kudos to you for being so involved in the community, man. And I love the character, dude.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. And it goes out to, like Jim Smiley, Janice Bedesma. They really help you ingratiate to show you the way, right? There's other folks that have been doing this for years. And as a character, all I have to do is step in, kind of run with the torch, and it works. And I just love being out there with Raider Nation. I love seeing all the people, seeing all the smiling faces, and then getting hyped up for the games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's super hype. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, but if it wasn't for the groups out there, if it wasn't for the people out there, this wouldn't be nothing, man. But everybody out there makes us what we are, and that's why I love it so much. We do what we do. Being out there in the community is us giving back, but it's, like the kids, we came out with the idea of rock candy for the kids, just because we hardly ever see them get any kind of snacks or things for the kids. We give out stickers and things of that nature, but we wanted to give them a little something extra. So we came out with the rock candy, and now I got Dum-Dums and the black and silver wrappers, so that way we can give those out. So we working it, man. We're trying to come up with some new ways to help the kids be more involved.
That's awesome, dude. Now, like I said, dude, you did challenge me, man, and it's something that I've talked to the mob boss about. I've seen what Wayne does, so and now I'm learning about what you do, dude. So, challenge accepted, man. That's a challenge that I want to get behind 100%. I cannot dance. I can play a little bit, but I cannot dance. But what I can do is be passionate for something that I love, and I love my daughter, and I want to make sure that people that love their children, that I can help them take care of their children, dude, because it's all about the children, like you say, dude,
Yeah, right on with that, bro. Right on with that.
And then, hey, let's talk a little bit about that Arizona Raider Nation patch, man. That is a great design, dude. You've seen it on shirts, there's patches. Man, who designed that?
So every Raider Nation group here in Arizona has their own design for it. So just depending on which group you're with, they all have their own designs. I know that Arizona Raider Nation, they have a really nice one that just came out for this last year. That one's really sweet. I really like that one. I know Nogala's got a really cool one out too. But yeah, you just got to hit up the groups. Everybody has their own, and you just got to go out there, get it, support those groups so they can keep doing that good work.
So when are we gonna see a Raider Rock patch?
Just yesterday, I was discussing it with my group, my small circle that I talk with, because Raider Rock is not just a person by himself. It really is a group of it's a team of people. When we go out, we travel a long ways to get everywhere we go. And when we get up and we go and we try to show out for Raider Nation, we coming up with some new things, and I know that the patch game is a big deal, so we're working on something new. I'm trying to come up with a new face shield, so then that way we can put that on a patch, and we'll work on that.
That's cool, man. I'm looking forward to that. I'll definitely get one of those, dude. I'll definitely get one of those.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So before I let you go, dude, I want to find out how you're feeling about the 2020 draft class.
I think we could do really, really well in this draft class. What I would like to see is get a good quality cornerback in the first round. And then if we had to drop back with our second pick or even the first pick a little bit, just so that way we can get a good, solid cornerback, get some more picks in the second round, third round. I know everybody else been hitting on the first round. What I like to talk about is if Chase Claypool falls to the third round, I'd love to get homie in the third round. You know, I also seen another Utah defensive back that I really like. And his name, let me see, what was his name?
Don't get me the line. I've been messing up names tonight.
Oh, Jalen Johnson from Utah. I've been watching Homeboy's draft highlights and stuff. He plays just like Trayvon Mullen, and he can do both man and zone defense. And that's something I think would be helpful to us, especially getting Abrams back. I think that's really going to be special.
Well, how are you feeling about the Corey Littleton signing? I mean, that's a big signing. You know, we've been hurting for linebackers forever, right?
Oh, for reals, man. We keep trying to go after them, and we just seem to be missing on them, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely down. Like what Mike the Chill said, you know, Corey Littleton, man. Hopefully he can lock it down, put it down in that center, be our middle linebacker, help cover that tight end, always escaping. Especially like y'all was talking earlier with Kelsey always getting open. But it seemed like every tight end does really good against us.
Yeah.
So only to get somebody to shut that down, that'd be so awesome. And I like Corey Littleton. I love that he likes to come lay the wood, smack some people around. So hopefully we get some of that intensity and we'll be on.
Well, so the other hot topic, is Derek Carr versus Marcus Mariota, man. Where are you at with that?
So I was telling somebody just the other day, when we sit back and you look at how many backup quarterbacks we've had, we haven't had anybody to challenge Derek Carr. Now, is Mariota going to challenge Derek Carr? Not in the sense that everybody thinks, but I do think his athleticism is going to definitely help Carr push himself to the next level, because you're going to see that he can run out of the pocket, get that escape route, and start to see, oh, man, there's a little bit more. And then Mariota can give that insight with how he sees the field. And then that way Derek Carr can be like, all right, I got that, add it to his repertoire, and I think it'll help him out a whole lot.
Oh, yeah. Now, man, in my mind, dude, Hunter Renfrow is the next Fred Biletnikoff, man. Third and Renfrow, right? He's going to be dependable for a long time to come, dude. How you feeling about Hunter Renfrow?
I like Hunter Renfrow, man. Even though he looked like the smallest kid coming out of the onto the field, you'd be like, is that my kid on the field? Oh, man. The homie makes some plays, right?
Yeah.
And your heart be beating because when he take that hit, you're like, oh, don't get crushed, homie. But he gets right back up, and you're like, yeah, keep on rocking that.
Man, I thought that was critical, like as far as him establishing himself as a real, true, durable, tough football player. After he broke that rib, he finished the game, and then he only missed 2 or 3 games and came back and got that long touchdown run or catch. You know, I think, dude, that was what we've been looking for. You know, he is. He's a clutch. He's a third down guy, right? Like a Michael Crabtree was. But I think that he has maybe not the route running abilities, but he has that ability to get open that, Amari Cooper did, but he has better hands than both Crabtree and Cooper. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. He does get that separation. He knows when to sit down and get in that zone. The kid is smart. He's really super smart. You can't say enough for those football players that have football IQ, right?
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys, and it's exciting to watch him. when we went to the game opener, we were so stoked coming to the home opener last year, and it was just wild just to see the enthusiasm of the fans, just to be there and hang out with me and my wife together. And we got to see some of these players up close, and they're loving it. They're loving Raider Nation back.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this new group, is how much they embrace us back as the fans, right? Especially John Abram. Homie, he seemed like Mr. Raider all over the television shows this last 6 months.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see him go back out there and play, because one thing that I love about our players is that they're there to play. But we need John Abrams to come in and say, hey, you know what? Let me not hurt myself as much. Let me get in there and be available, right?
Yeah.
Because imagine how great our defense would have been last year having his speed on the lines. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just coming up, catching that backfield, not letting anybody get past him. Man, we would have been so much in a better zone if we on defense had we had him. Because it just seemed like we were getting burned by our safeties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully, he picks it up, and if we get another safety in the third round, I heard Mike say that earlier. I'm looking at a couple of them that I like. So hopefully, we get another good core of rookies to come in that want to play hard and want to do their jobs, and they have high football IQs, and they want to win. We in a new home. Let's do it up, baby.
Hell yeah. We got, like Gruden said, he walked that, in that video, dude, he walked that stadium and he left that stadium knowing that he had to win. And he said as much, it's time to win. Let's do it, I think we have the players to do it. We filled a lot of holes in free agency, and we still got the draft coming. So I think this is the year, man. We'll be able to get 2 or 3 of those close wins to put us at the 10-6 mark. And I think this year with the CBA, they're allowing an extra team into the playoffs. So, now it's now or never, man. We got to get into the playoffs,
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm super stoked for the season. I hope the COVID is done and over by then, and
yeah,
we can get back to doing what Raider Nation does best and see each other. There's a lot of families and a lot of people I still want to go out there and meet. I appreciate you letting us come on the show. Like I said, much love to you, brother. Keep doing what you do.
Hey, man, much love to you, bro. I'm going to do what I do, but what I do is learn from you guys out there that are busting your ass to do what needs to be done for the children out there, dude. So, thanks for the kind words, man. And I'll be stepping up my game, dude. That way, next time you ask me that question, I'm going to list what I've been doing, because that's, it's
right
important
on,
to make sure we're all pulling our own weight. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think that's a big thing too. As we all evolve and we're all getting in this, we have a lot of the groups that have been together for a long time. We got a lot of new faces in here. We got to share the knowledge, and as long as we share that knowledge, it's going to help everybody get better. And I'm all for that. If you got questions, come up, ask me. I'll find an answer for you if you need one.
I surely will, brother. Hey, and Don Logan, a.k.a. Big Bad Wolf, he says much love and respect, Rock Raider. So he said Rock Raider. It's Raider Rock, Don. It's Raider Rock, bro. We've established this, but hey, MLNR from Big Bad Wolf.
Right on, brother.
All right, cool. Hey,
you
bro.
guys have a great night, man.
Hey, yeah. But before you head out, man, tell the Raider Nation how to find you on social media.
Right now, just Facebook. There's Arizona Road Raiders. We have a group where we show like all of our travel trips and things of that nature. Because for us, our destination is to be to the nation. And so we have shirts and stuff like that for sale. Robin Martinez is the one in control of that one. Then you have My Rock Raider. Since they won't let me have it, Raider Rock on the Facebook, you can hit me up there. Instagram, I'm still working on the Instagram thing, so we're working on that.
All right, hey, I'm looking forward. Let me know. I'll follow you, man.
You got it, brother.
All right, cool. Thanks for coming on, man, and sharing your story.
Yep, appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem, brother. The door is always open.
All right, Raiders!
Raiders! Hell yeah.
That's how we do it.
Raider Nation for life.
All right, peace out, bro.
Later, bro. there you have it, Raider Nation. Raider Rock. It is Rock Raider on Facebook. As you just heard, Facebook is forcing him to do Rock Raider, but he prefers Raider Rock. Find him on Facebook. He's coming to Instagram. The dude is inspiring, man. You know, Don, you know, you were talking, you know, about me showing you how to do it, bro. These are the guys that do it, man. What I do is I just bring the people from the Raider Nation and put them on my platform so that they can share their platform through this, you know, visual media, you know. And so, hey, hit him up, you know, follow him. And shout out to all of the Raider Nation in Arizona, man. All of y'all are doing some great things. I love talking to y'all over there, man. Can't wait to get over there and meet y'all in person. All right, Raider Nation, we're running long. So I'm tired, man. I've been wearing this mask. I'm sweating, just dripping out of this damn thing. All right, I appreciate everybody, man. All the blitzers, man. Thanks for the calls. All tonight's guests, all the guests that have been coming on this whole time. The viewers, the chat line. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, Raider Nation. And as always, man, we're going to get out of here. You know, we're going to hear a message from the Violator.
What message do you have for the Raider Nation here and now and into the future?
Pretty simple, brother. Raider Nation, I'm speaking to you as an ambassador. Always stay true, stay loyal, keep the beliefs, and keep the faith. We will return.